Yo, welcome to another JefeCast on the what? 9th? 9th of May. I know it's a late start. Normally I don't get started this late, but I made a promise in my podcast. I said that I would show more love and attention. I'll make sure I get my 3 shows out a week. At least. So that's what we're doing here. We're doing that. Hold on. Don't you hate when you start running out of stuff? I think I got enough. Cool. But yeah, man, let's before I start, just want to talk uh, briefly. I want to show a picture. This is the guys of the team and the girl. This is next generation N. Is it NZ or is it? I can't NX NZ. Anyways, Olu. That's always to the right. The girl. We have how many new people that was in this thing? 1, 2, 3. 3 new people in there today. But Olu, you got Shaq right beside him. Jordan. Jordan got a perfect jump shot release. The guy beside him, he's new, but he's all right. Xavier, you got Kaz, you got the smaller one, you got Nintendo over top of him. You got God dang it, how did I just forget his name? I'm sorry, I just went blank. Raymond, Jaquan, Acom, Isaiah, and the one on the ground, he's new. Can't remember his name. Man, we had a tremendous practice tonight. Good freaking job, guys. We had a great practice. It was intense. Um, it was an intense practice. The guys are going back and forth with each other. I really enjoy teaching and coaching these guys. They really understand. Tonight was a big. I really just watched the little things. Seeing people who may not have known some other guys was going to them, just talking to them like, "Yo, you need to be here, do this," just doing things that the coaches aren't asking. Teamwork, being unselfish. I know you want to run, but we pulling lineups. Guys not being upset to come out the game, high fiving their teammate. It did get to a point where the scrimmage was getting in. They was getting it in, and I guess that everybody's watching, people cheering, screaming, hollering, or whatever. And some of them guys, their pride gets to them. They want to be the ones that's being cheered on and stuff, and so I can see some of my guys are getting dejected. And so I just went to him. I spoke to him. I said, "Listen, what's up? I'm tired of losing. You're not losing. We're at practice. Well, my shot's not dropping. This isn't happening. This ain't going the way I want." I said, "Listen, I can drop 30 points one game and I can miss every single shot the next. You don't worry about that. We don't worry about the pass shot. You worry about the next shot. And if you're not making any shots, then you do other things on the court that will help your team. Great defense, hustling, being aggressive, getting a steal, getting a block, making the right pass, being in the right place. Those things. It's not about always scoring." And the beautiful part about this team, they listen. And he went out there. He might have missed a couple of shots, but I was watching him. He was trying his best to keep his confidence. And guess who made the last shot? The walk off. He did. Perfect. What is that? I had to work on that. I gotta go. I'm tired of looking at that on my camera. Hell is that? Excuse me. Hold on. So, you know, hold on. So yeah, it was a great night of scrimmage, and I really enjoy I really enjoy these kids, man. They're awesome. But now let's get down to the reason why we're here. Back trucking. We've done it, baby. We made it 1 year. I remember when I left that company who tried to screw my money and illegally clock me out while I was on the job. hmm So, you know, I walked away from that job and I haven't looked back. I've been under my own LLC this whole year. Um, and it's had its high ups and it's had some lows, but it's been great. I've been able to do everything I wanted to do for my kids and for myself. So traveled a little bit and met some cool people and learned some things as far as like working with friends, and that ain't always the best. But I tried my best, regardless of whoever tries to sit out there and act like I haven't tried to put money in guys' pocket. I've always tried to help people put money in their pocket, you know. But damn, ran out of effing sheets. Got one left. I got some bar Marleys, but I like rolling my bamboos. And I got some raws. Actually, I got a whole thing of raws. But yeah, man, so it's been a great year. I mean, you know, uh how I started and how where I am now. It's been growing pains at times. I had my bank account hit last September. All the money was gone. I built my business right back up. I didn't quit. I didn't run back to a job. I made it happen. Didn't miss a beat. Didn't have to lose my place. Children had the birthdays and Christmases they want. That's all I want. As long as they're taken care of, I'm good. So thank you, Back Trucking. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, the support from my family. Thank you, artists. Thank you, me, for never quitting, always having a dream, always having a goal in mind of what you wanted to do, and to see it actually um, come to fruition. It's been great. It's been great. You know, even when you try to be a superhero, somebody would see you as a villain. You know, and there's some people that will probably try to villainize me, trying to help them or trying to get them a job. I often harken back to that whole art show thing. Like when we was doing the contract, we was talking about the contracts, and it was for me to be there. And for some reason, he expected himself to be there. And even though I notified him and letting him know that we was passing his information to the contractors so he could take pictures, he had the nerve to text my phone talking about I was hiding information and all this. I'm like, first of all, you're not my partner. You're not a business partner of mine, bro. I don't have to disclose anything with you, bro. Like, I'm about to put thousands of dollars in your hand, and you're going to sit here and burn that bridge because you don't know what you're talking about. What makes you think that? You see what I'm saying? It's like I've had guys say that they deserve to make half of the money. How? When you agreed to the $25 an hour or whatever the case, I pay you. How? So it's been a lot of, with that type of situation. I don't care. I mean, people come and go in your life. I'm not sweating it unless you're like a day one, like Ryan Cash or something. I don't care. Like you can come and you can go. I've been out here running, doing my own thing since much before I went to Morgan State. Okay, so like, please miss me. I don't care or miss none of those people that don't want to have an issue with me for me trying to help them. I'll be like, yo, what did y'all do for me? I just want to know. Did y'all ever put a couple $100 in my pocket for nothing? Nope. So it's always just trying to be humble when you're in a position of power. People get mad because I expect certain things out of work, And I just had to work on the way I spoke to people because even though the guys are, people, your friends, you talk to them like your friends while you're working. It's like, nah, I had to separate that and stop talking to them like we was on the streets and talk to them like, there's a hierarchy. There's a difference between me and you. No offense. You're working for me. So it's like, but at the end of the day, they're still grown men. You need to speak to men with respect. So that's something that I worked on in the later months of having my business. And it's been going well. And, so we will see. I only expect bigger things in the next year, in the year after that. And, we'll see when we get to 2, 3, 4, 5 years. What am I doing? Where am I at? Am I still doing the same thing? Do I have a fleet? Are we sending people out of state? Are we doing contract jobs? What is the future? But I've just been really blessed because the road it took to get here was a long one. I just told my man yesterday. I said, man, shortcuts never last long. Yeah, it seems like it's going to get you there faster. And then you realize, nah, you're going to run into some roadblock at some point. I said, after you make a couple of mistakes, you realize to just take the long way around. Just take the extra hour trip and do it the right way. And I've tried to do it the right way, and it's been awesome. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I'm slightly exhausted. Slightly. Not tired, just exhausted from the game. I was watching the show Bullshit on Netflix. I didn't know what I was going. I didn't know what to think of it, but it's actually a pretty decent show. Bullshit on Netflix. So it's a trivia game, and they'll ask you a question. When you answer the question, you know if you were right or wrong. It shows you, but you have to convince the people that you were right. So you have to explain how you got your answer, and people can call BS, or they can believe you. If you just get one person to believe you, or you got the answer right, you move on. So people have won hundreds of thousands of dollars and not know a damn thing. I need to get on this show. And to be honest, I got a lot of things right. A lot of the trivia questions. It's called deductive reasoning. I deduce. And from deduction gets absolution. Did I use that right? Anywho, but yeah, man, it's been awesome. Everybody who has worked for me, and regardless of where we stand now, thank you. Appreciate you. Couldn't get here without you. What else I want to chop it up with y'all with? Yo, what's up with this whole abortion thing? What is that? What is up? I feel like I got to keep bringing this up. Why do old, rich, whatever you want to call them, white men have the right to sit there and decide on a woman's body? I just find that to be they take away our liberties, our freedoms right in our face. They just do it. Oh no, your body. Who cares? Can't do it. So y'all don't want people to take contraceptives, and you don't want people to have abortions. So you can't protect yourself sexually, and you don't want them. This is a topic that I'm gonna have to probably pull up. I'm gonna have to try to get some women on here for this, because I need to know what y'all think. What is up with this? Like, why is it that they're so focused on telling a woman what to do with their body? Dude, there is a. Have you not seen the population of homeless people out here in the streets? Are we not seeing child sex trafficking and human sex trafficking? Do we not have a drug epidemic with a lot of people needles in their arms, no veins in their toes, and no teeth in their mouth, and strung out on cocaine, on TH, I said THC, excuse me. What the fuck is the shit called? Why am I keep saying the wrong shit? PCP, pH. What we're talking about water temperatures. So there's so many other things that we could be talking about. The jail system, police killings, black people, the racism. But yet y'all focus on something that y'all should not have no conversation or control over. Y'all sitting there trying to tell some woman how to feel, how to use her body. Hey, sir, I think you should remove the hair on your balls today. What? Oh yeah, we put it in law that you can't let your pubic hair grow over half a centimeter and keep it shaved all the time. I want a bush. Why are you telling me I know that's not the same thing, but you guys just like you. How are you telling somebody, hey, you can't live here no more? Why? I just paid the bill. Oh, because we said you can't. I don't know. I just feel like it's bogus, yo. These women already have. They don't make nothing easy. And again, it should be a panel of women of all nationalities, from all different backgrounds. See, that's how you make things interesting. You don't just put a bunch of people of like minds in the same thing and vote on this. They're like mine. They're going to vote. Mix it up. People who actually come from a background where they don't believe in the people that do, and then have them and have women coming in and talk. There's no way you can tell a woman who's been raped to keep her child. She was raped forcibly. She didn't want the baby. She didn't have no desire to have a child. So if they're raped, how are you telling women that they have to keep the baby? How are you telling women what to do with their body anyway when I know that the people that I know, I don't got to see a list, I don't got to know a name. I know that the people that are making these choices are white men, old white men. Why are old white men or men, period, making any judgment or decisions on a woman's body? That's just, I don't get it, yo. It's just the world we live in. It's really ridiculous. It's just really, it's just sad. It's just focusing on. Then I'm hearing they're trying to get rid of gay marriage. I mean, whatever you believe in is what you believe in. Why do y'all want to take people's happiness? Y'all want to create, stir up. You just know the LGBTQ community gonna come out with fire, and that's gonna be another distraction. Just remember, I've always said this. Look back in the podcast. Distractions. They like to distract us. They like to throw something in our face and completely, what? And then over here, the quarterback is sneaking to the end zone. Oh, he scored. When did he do that? Yeah, he did that when you were looking that way at the Will Smith slap. Well, you were looking that way at them trying to get rid of gay men. Like you're looking, we need to keep our focus. Maybe one eye over. Like we looking at both. Yeah, I watch them. Yeah, I watch these people. I don't. Yeah, I watch them, young. Gotta watch them. What I got up in here. So before I go there, I wanted to read you this from Kevin Hart, and it kind of segues into this because I was a little. I don't know if I don't want to say I agree, but it kind of makes sense what he's saying. Maybe it's just the way he said it. Let's see. So Kevin Hart says Dave Chappelle.
The Chappelle thing was so.
Dave Chappelle's attack was needed to send a message. So basically, Kevin Hart is sounding off on an attack on Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl this week in an interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live that left feeling host Mike Bergilia, scratching his head. Hart insisted that the incident needed to happen to send a message to critics who might be thinking about accosting comedians on stage. Unlike Bergilia, Hart believes the attack during which a man rushed the stage at the Hollywood Bowl and tackled Chappelle was not scary given how the situation was resolved. Somebody ran on stage and got their ass whooped. It's not scary. It's one of those things that needed to happen, though. The guest host vehemently disagreed, but Kevin Hart attempted to clarify. Mike, do you want people to continue to think that they can cross that line and break the barrier of entertainer? And somebody gets their ass whipped, sends a message out to the other people that were like, I was thinking about doing that, but after saying that, I don't really want to do that. Hart went on to say that there's a lot of lines that have gotten blurred, and the incident is fogging up a bigger moment for Chappelle, who made history with his run at the Hollywood Bowl. He quickly moved on from it and got back to doing comedy. That's what a professional does, Hart said to Chappelle. Ultimately, these moments are unprofessionalism should not break professionals. They should not shape or mold the world that we're now being seen or viewed in. So I think it's time to get back to a place of respect for your live entertainer. Now, at first, I'm like, I don't like that answer. It should have happened. No, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. Because again, there's some disconnect in the mind where y'all don't understand entertainment is entertainment and reality is reality. Y'all are some of these people have completely lost their mind. Y'all put too much, you put too much into these people, too much value into their word, too much value into their opinion. Y'all get mad when somebody says something you don't like. I listened to a podcast, Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is an atheist. He does not believe in God or any religion, and he constantly will bash religion and the imaginary man in the sky and all the stuff that he wants to get his point or to whatever he's trying to get across. Right. So I just be like, yo, it doesn't bother. Like, people are entitled to whatever they're entitled to, bro. Like, it's either my choice to keep listening to him or not. And it doesn't bother me. That's his opinion. I wish he wouldn't do it, but not to, to just denigrate a whole religion just to get your point across. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not really going to stress the point, but it just makes you like at some point these people are crossing. They are crossing the line. That is ridiculous. Attacking Dave Chappelle, and the guy got beat up. Beat up pretty bad, and but I just think that in general, it shouldn't have to happen. You should understand that this person is an entertainer, and if they're a comedian, their job is to make you laugh. If it's a basketball player, your job is to have hope, or that he makes the last shot. I don't know, but regardless of the fact is, no, it shouldn't have happened. But then this pops up, and Chris Paul, and there's his mother and his wife in front of his children were being pushed and talked to and whatever else by the Dallas Mavericks fans. And it's just like Chris Paul's like, yo, so it's okay to find us for giving them gestures and saying something back, but it's okay for them to put their hands on my family. Like, F that. See, now, then it's like, do you need another Ron Artest, Indiana Pacers brawl for people to get with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that needs to happen again. It's just, yo, maybe we need to back them seats up or something. Y'all too close. Y'all too close or something. It's supposed to be that close to the player is, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a benefit. Y'all taking it and doing the most with it. So I don't know where I really stand. I would like to know where y'all stand. Do you think like was that a good thing? Did that happen to Dave Chappelle? I don't believe it is. But I do believe people have lost their minds. And the line is being blurred completely between reality and entertainment. And a lot of y'all are deep into this cosplay and anime or whatever y'all into, but y'all have started to like blur the lines, bro. I think that I can't even put in work. It's just weird. It's weird to me. So now, you know, CP3 mom, she can't sit out there on the floor no more. I'm sure he's going to have her in the booth for now or the box. Because y'all over here putting, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Entertainers. Y'all putting, you attacking Dave Chappelle to get your ass whipped. And the messed up part is, y'all do it just to get clout. Y'all do stuff like that just to get on TMZ, just to get your name on IG or something. Stupid, bruh. Stupid. Ridiculous. Sorry. I'm starting to get tired. What else I got on here? So apparently the gist of that story is keep your damn hands to yourself before you lose your life just for going to see something that you were supposed to be entertained by. Like, why would I jump on the stage to attack Eminem or Lil Wayne? I went and paid all this money to go see them. No, it's not happening. I don't care what he says. He could literally point at me in the concert like, "You artist, you're an asshole." I'll be like, "Cool, go ahead with the songs now." Y'all willing to throw away everything for something so stupid. I'm so tired of you image chasing abstract fools. Let me hurry up and run this through. So Georgia high school athletic group bans transgender athletes. Now, I know this is a touchy subject. A lot of people want to stray away from the transgender thing. I'm not. I think that if you were born, whatever you were born, and you identify with another sex, that's okay. You can identify, but you're not going to go and play in their sport. If that's the case, I want a dude who used to play basketball to say he's a woman and to go into the WNBA and cook everybody and win the MVP every year and win championships every single year. Is that fair? If LeBron James puts on a wig and goes into the WNBA, who's stopping LeBron James? You think them women gonna be like, "Oh no, I support LeBron"? No, they're not gonna support LeBron, Joanna, or whatever you want to call them. They're not gonna support it. They're gonna be like, "Bruh, I've been busting my ass training, and this person who has an advantage over me just comes over here and wins, and y'all supposed to celebrate that. I'm supposed to be happy that a man that came over here and beat me in my own sport. He has an advantage. So unless you're going to race uncomfortably against the people other men, when you are a woman, so be it. But you can't go be a man. I mean, be born a man, transition to a woman, and then go and be in college sports for women's sports. No, you should still compete in the men. It's not their fault. It's not your fault that you feel the way you feel, and their fault that you feel the way you feel. But damn it, you're going to compete in that class group or not at all. You're not going to go and compete with some girls. Really? Really? Like, oh, Usain Bolt, he's going to go compete with the women today. His name is Yasandra Bolt. No, bro. So I mean, I don't like to segregate or make anyone feel left out. But I remember the woman who was born a man, won some swim competition. And it was all over ESPN. It's the first transgender athlete. Yo, y'all trying to make, oh, this is big history. No, look at the girls' faces in the water. They're pissed. They're like, yo, what? They can lie. It's, oh, girl, we happy for you. No, they're not. No, they're not. I think that's very unfair. And I don't care if anybody don't like that. Okay? It's dishonest. It's not fair. When we talking about sports in your own life, I don't care. I don't knock the transgender person. Be who you are. You only live once in this whole life. Please be happy. Be happy. Okay? So no knock there. When we talking about competition, so you're just gonna put Dirk Nowitzki in the WNBA. So you telling me Skylar Diggins can ball with the men? No, bro. It's just I just don't. No. So although I don't like the term ban, I understand it. And it's tricky talking about this. But I'm speaking from just a strictly sports. However you are in your own life, I don't care. Do what you want. Don't bother me with it. But I see you. But when it comes to sports, that's unfair. You cannot have someone who's born a male playing women's sports and they win and then they get all this adulation. What? You're supposed to win. I mean, if you're training, if a woman and a man train the same, I'm sure the man's going to win. No offense, depending on what we're talking about. Because some women can run. You know what I'm saying? They can really run. But we're talking about basketball and football and come on, bro. Swimming. So I know a lot of people won't agree with it, but when it comes to transgender, whatever you was born as, I'm sorry, whatever you identify with is your own personal thing. But if you was born as a man, you should compete with men. You should not be a man playing basketball in the women's college league because you're a man and you identify as a woman. Well, you get what I'm saying. It's hard to even speak, try to say it the right way. I'm fuck being politically correct. I'm just being honest. Okay. So if you feel some type of way about they ban transgender athletes from playing in the other league, then that's on you. But that's not fair to the girls, like the ones at the pool when the white dude, the white the transgender athlete won the girls' swim meet, and this history making. That's history making that a guy beat a girl in a competition. Whatever. Just saying. I just don't understand what this world is. The fact that my daughter, who's 10 years old, said my dad is non-binary. I'm like, what? What'd you just say to me? Who taught you that? They teach you all that in school. Non-binary, but what? Whatever I was about to say, I literally just swallowed it down because it wasn't going to be good. I was going to say something very derogatory towards America. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. So bodies keep turning up in Lake Mead in Las Vegas. They found a couple of different it's like an old lake that's drying up, and there's a bunch of bodies popping up, and they expect a bunch more. I'm sure Vegas has a lot of secrets. I'm sure Vegas has a lot of bodies buried out there in Nevada that nobody's ever going to find. It's going to take forever. It's a lot. I've driven through Nevada. There is nothing there. So you keep looking. You ain't going to find it. But damn, could you imagine if somebody, what's that joint in New York? If that body of water, man, you know how many bodies would be in that joint? Might find Jimmy Hoffa down there. What's that river? Or they throw everybody in that joint, young. That joint ever went dry? Could you imagine how many bodies? Could you imagine how many bodies is just sitting in the sea somewhere? For all them, it's crazy. People kill me with their decision making. Just so many times you could just walk away, and I am a believer in such. You can walk away. So a lot of times I want to exact my revenge. But then you think about, well, if I exact this revenge and it doesn't go the way I want, and it goes the opposite, then I lose my freedom, I lose my children, I lose Y'all don't care about that. Y'all stuck in the time being of things. So yeah, these two idiots went missing. They apparently were just found. Hold on, did I put it in here? I know they were just found somewhere. Hold up, let me see. I just read it. I think I might have backed out of it. Oh, wait a second. Oh man, I'm tired. Nope, nope, nope. I need that. Inmates found. Yeah, here they go. What? Hey yo, get hold up, young. So the woman that helped Cuz escape, they said she just died. Wait, former Alabama corrections officer Vicky White has died from injuries after she, an escaped inmate, Casey White, were arrested in Indiana earlier Monday. She was hospitalized earlier with a self-inflicted gunshot wound after being taken into custody following the car chase. Wow. Before the chase ensued, officers conducted surveillance spotted Vicky White exiting the hotel with a wig on, according to U.S. Marshal Matt Keeley. Then she and Casey White got into a car and drove away. They continued to watch them until the vehicle pursuit began, and then went for U.S. Marshal Task Force member drove a vehicle into the Cadillac. The pair were in the car. Drove the vehicle into the Cadillac. The pair were in. The car wrecked and rolled over. He said Casey White was driving the car. According to U.S. Marshals, though Wedding had earlier told reporters Vicky was the driver. So, so yeah, she tried to kill herself. They was in Evansville since May 3rd. It's hard to believe they've been there that many days, but they're lucky that we stumbled upon them today. Casey, the girl, was 38. No. Casey, the guy was 38. They got all the way to Indiana from Alabama, and the woman who died was 56. He'll be in a cell by himself. He will stay in handcuffs and shackles while he's in that cell. And if he wants to sue me for violating his civil rights, so be it. He's not getting out of this jail again. I will show you that. This escape was obviously well planned and calculated. A lot of preparation went into this. They had plenty of resources, had cash, had vehicles, had everything they needed to pull this off. And that's what made this last week and a half so challenging. We're starting from ground zero. And not only that, they got a 6 hour head start. Yeah, it's crazy. I wonder how this guy, what do they say to these women to get them to like throw away their whole life? Throw away the whole life for you. And now she's dead. Netflix. Hey, Netflix is going to add ads so they can try to, because they're losing so many subscribers with their up pricing, which nobody understands. But they keep trying to go up. During the pandemic, your prices just keep going up. Nothing else. Everybody else is just doing regular. Y'all just keep going up with your prices. Like somebody needs Netflix that bad. And they got the nerve so they could try to offer a cheaper alternative. They're going to have ads. Wow. So Netflix going to make money off of ads too. I wonder how much growth they'll have in their sales by next year. Funny. Hmm. The more Netflix does this, the more I just don't want to be associated with them. I still have my account, but every day I get closer to canceling it. Every day. They're lucky I got a couple of shows I like. You're lucky. Just wanted to shout out Jokic winning the MVP again 2 years in a row. Now people will say, well, yo, I mean, Giannis, yeah, I get it. But Giannis has been on a streak for like 4 years. You gotta let the people win, okay? All right. Jokic can ball. Uh, Still need a. I like Jamal Murray, but they still need somebody else. One more person. They got another person. What's his name? But they need one more. So shout out Jokic. And I'm gonna finish up with these two right here. I listen to Future. I don't like you. Ah, damn tight. It's not that it's okay. I mean, people like it's really good. No, it's okay. It's okay. Um, it's a future it's a future CD. If you're expecting meaning and you're not getting it. Like I had Kennedy. I said Kennedy. I said people love songs because I listen to the full song, which I don't. I see. I hear the first song. I don't listen to the words. I had her listen to 5 bars or 6 bars in one of his songs. I said, just listen to him. Tell me what he talking about. She's like, I don't know. He talk exactly. He has like 5 good songs in it. Number one, I don't like the way it starts off, but I like when it drops. And I don't really like the way it ends. Number two is okay. John with Kanye and then the joint with him and Drake and the other guy. That's cool. It's a couple. It's like maybe 2 or 3 songs there. It's not that I don't like Voodoo, but I don't want to. I don't really agree with the song talking about he's feels closer to demons than angels and all this wild. So it's just like it was okay. I mean, he's not a lyricist, but it's a future CD. So I mean, if I could score it on my to 10, give it 6.5 or so. It'll get you doing this. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in that jump. Yeah, yeah. But listen to him. Stop and listen. You ain't talking about nothing. Nothing at all. So I give it a 6.5 out of 10. What makes it a good song? Because y'all jamming, y'all doing this. Anywho, this is the flavor on this is crazy. And last but not least, again, just want to reiterate how great Doctor Strange was. I still might take Spider-Man over it. Very curious as to what they're going to do with it. Good movie though. Like I said, I just didn't like the end. Wanda knew that her kids was okay. It took her to actually see them, see how they were scared of her, for her to listen to herself, tell her that it's going to be okay, and then everything's okay. Okay. Outside of that, I did leave there feeling like I was missing something. The way I left Spider-Man and the way I left this was two different ways. I love the movie, but man, Spider-Man was just. And guys, I got some music coming. Hefe Incredible. That's my collab with Mr. Incredible Tony Moses Beats. And I'm working on Scorpio season 2. So yeah, studio's right there. Right there. It's right there. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all Wednesday or so. Tuesday. Nah, I'll work tomorrow. Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. Wednesday. Man, feel. Y'all be safe. Y'all smoke weed. Get some rest. Good night.